My name is David McBride. We farm approximately 222 hectares. It ranges from arable cotton ground to deep blanket bog. It's not lowland bog, it's actually high upland bog over 1,000 feet, and it's approximately 10 to 12 feet deep on average, so it is. So it's not the sort of place you want to be on a wet day. We're sitting right in the heart of the area where the grouse preservation scheme, and the other thing is the project with the RSPB for the curlew. Going to head up and take a wee look at the peatland restoration, the RSPB done in conjunction with ourselves. There had been spade cut turf in the particular area, and we managed to regrade the banks and create a few wee catchment ponds. So once we get over the top of this hill, we should come into sight of that work. We've arrived at what used to be peat banks. Over the years, this section directly behind me have been cut out. There's approximately 10 foot of turf has been removed. Unfortunately, the vertical banks then were left, and that allows carbon to escape. Thankfully, ourselves and the RSPB carried out a peatland restoration project on this section of hill, which is approximately 60 acres, and they've regraded in this particular section the banks. That'll allow the plant life to re-establish and stop and reduce the loss of the carbon. What they've done as well is they've put in a few wee ponds that allows the water to be trapped and keeps the peatland in a fairly damp state. Also good from the point of view of the sheep, because it gives you a few drinking ponds. In the summertime, this can be quite a dry area to graze sheep on, so it can. One of the positives that's come up in the last couple of years is the heller beetle doesn't seem to be as prominent when in what used to be the rank heller. And what we're finding is we're getting small patches like this all through the hill. That's ideal food source for young grouse. So hopefully in the next few years that we'll see a bonus from them, and increased numbers of young fledging and going on from there. The good thing about the re-wetting of this area from the point of view of the wildlife is likes of the snipe, woodcock, and we're also getting quite a few mallard duck flighting in and feeding in the wee flashes of water. The other thing that's generating is a wee bit of insect life. And during last summer, although this seems like quite a remote place, we quite a few swifts feeding in the area. And again, the good thing about that is they're redding up the issues with insects with regard to fly strikes and sheep and that type of thing. In this particular area, we've been working with the RSPB, and the idea of this work was for young waders, before they can fly, they obviously have to feed. And with the existing steep banks, the likely outcome was as they went down into the existing water course, they would be unable to get back up the banks, and inevitably they drown. So what they've done is they've regraded the banks on both sides to a gentle profile. It kind of gives them a bigger area to feed over, plus it reduces the risk of them coming to harm. The upside from the point of view of a farmer is it makes it easier for sheep and livestock. If they inevitably get into these deeper water courses, they can easily get out because of the shallow profile of the banks. The other wee feature would be that we generally do a wee wee retaining dam just at the bottom. So in dry periods, you've still got a wee bit of standing water, and that allows the younger snipe, woodcock, etc., lapwing and curlew to feed. The main purpose of this is to create a habitat for the waders breeders, and with a number of these dotted around the hill here, and hopefully they'll retain the water all bar the very driest periods. From our perspective with regard to the livestock on the land is we've managed to regenerate a good sward within what would have been in the past considered relatively poor land. We're not applying any artificial manure or slurry or manures of any sort. Our percentages at Spain last year was 1.74. So, you know, coming off this sort of hill ground, that's, in our opinion, exceptional. And the other key is the low input costs. Must admit, I thoroughly enjoy being up here. It's maybe not everybody's cup of tea, but you maybe not so much a human company, but there's plenty of wildlife. And this year we were graced with a hen harrier, and they had hatched out 3 young. And it's quite funny whenever you're coming up to approach the gate to open that, and they're sitting on the paling post, 50, 100 yards away from you, and you know, it's fantastic to see that. So it is.